Welcome back. I'm speaking with Danny Glover about the Haitian elections coming up on October 9th. Thanks for joining us again, Danny. So Danny, after following Haitian politics for decades and being quite intimately involved enough to fly back to Haiti with former President Aristide from South Africa back to Haiti in 2011, you are candidate of choice that represents the best interests of the people of Haiti is Dr. Maurice Narcy.
Yes.
Could you tell us why you specifically support her enough to do actually a promotional video for her?
Well, I think the fact that she's a woman and a mother, the fact that she's a doctor, and the fact that she's been engaged as a powerful voice for her people, those people who are disenfranchised, those people who remain voiceless, and remain voiceless since the coup d'etat which overthrew President Aristide. The fact that she does all that, but there's something about this moment in Haitian history. And Haitian history has had dictators from the Papa Doc to Baby Doc. It has men who provided us with who were controlled by the US, controlled by other foreign interests at times. But this is someone who is not controlled by them. It's almost like treating this moment as a rebirth, or the possibility of a rebirth of all the ideals that had brought Haiti into existence in the first place. She represents that. She represents, I believe, the historic translation or transfer of Haitian dignity and independence and self-determination right here. Those are heavy words to lay on her. But her actual work methodology, her actual work over her lifetime warrants the fact that she is here at this moment and says that this isn't a great possibility right here, in the sense to now reimagine, to now retranslate the possibilities for Haitian people.
We know being the people's candidate in Haiti is not enough. Whereas in terms of ideal democracy, we would think it's enough. But it's really important for the person leading and president of the country to have good relations with the US. Whether we like it or not, that's somewhat the reality, because they tend to remove people who are not friends of the United States. How do you think she would do in terms of foreign policy with the United States and be able to maintain certain level of resources and funding and the support it needs in order to elevate the dignity of the people, as you say?
Well, I think, and just not to say anything disparaging about people that we respect and people who brought some sort of positive influence to the process of politicalization and unity to Haiti, and some of those ideas. But what happens when a woman assumes that responsibility? And perhaps we have in Dr. Narcisse a convener in some way. There's a leverage and respect from that. And not to go into my own thinking too much about the psychology of a priest. You know, there is a psychology when a priest takes over power or has power that the people represent his flock. This is not just my own thinking in terms of this. And because it's his flock, and because the way in which his work process, his initiation, his nuances often could be exclusive and could exclude others from the process itself. I believe that Dr. Narcisse has the capacity to bring others, and watching her to say, this is our Haiti. What are the things can we do that not only service our interests, but at the same time, perhaps in a new thinking that maybe is possible with American electoral politics, create a new form, a new paradigm for us, a new narrative for us.
And as far as Dr. Narcisse's platform is concerned, what are the issues that she stands for that you think is in the benefit of the Haitian people?
Certainly education, one. President Aristide created more schools, built more schools than at any time in Haiti's history. Certainly healthcare is going to be a focal point, and maybe reinitiating different programs which now service the needs of people and their healthcare. I mean, maybe dealing with the earthquake itself, but they're not just on her. We don't want to place all that on her. What we want to find is some groundwork, some ground where it becomes an inclusive process, and we begin to hear from our own vantage point the voice of the Haitian people as they become the determinants of what and how their country will grow. And maybe we have that opportunity. Maybe through this woman and the course of history and all that, because all that plays a role in the course of history, that maybe through that, in some sense, we find another process that certainly could be, in my sense, a template or an example of what's possible. Always when there's a crisis, there's also great opportunities as well. And certainly in this particular crisis, where however we define the crisis of Haiti, this president, the election of her provides us a great opportunity.
And when President Michel Martelly went back to Haiti in the last elections, and he was elected to be the president, supported by the United States, the assumption was, given that he's a businessman, not to mention a musician, was that he was going to attract a lot of businesses and get people to invest in Haiti, which is a big requirement if we are to redevelop Haiti in the interest of the people. That didn't obviously happen because Haiti is worse off than it was when he took power. If Dr. Narcisse is to take power, she's going to have to be able to convince people to reinvest not only businesses but other countries, international aid, as well as try to find maybe the diaspora Haitian community to come back, reinvest, to believe in Haiti. Do you think she'll be able to do all of that?
Let me say, I think what has happened in the world, because of the crisis of capitalism, and that is part of what we deal with, the crisis of capitalism. Part of what we deal with, the crisis of the environment and the planet itself. I think that there are opportunities that don't fit within the framework, the normal framework of investment, uplifting, trickling down, et cetera, that we often say.
Including international aid.
Including international aid, in that sense, in the real sense. And I think we have to rely on that. And I think we find that in various storylines, and I use the word storylines, in places within this country, communities within this country. I was talking to a young woman from Vermont. Vermont of just over 400,000 people is one of the leading centers for organic farming, leading centers for another way of introducing us to our relationship with nature and ourselves, homegrown industries which have lifted the economy, and all those tourism, maybe ecotourism or everything, all those things. I just think that if we step aside from what we traditionally see as the process or pathway to development, and not exclude that, but also find other ways in which you empower people in the choices they make, empower people to find their own natural process of development. I think those are possible as well. And I think the opportunity for that is now, because we see wherever we go on the planet, we see the failure of the present paradigm right now. The paradigm that has led us into the tragedy that we experience right now. So when I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about all the other ways in which we introduce not only the Haitian people to, or introduce ourselves to other ways of development, other ways of not simply just economic development, but human development as well.
And in case Dr. Narcy doesn't succeed, is there another candidate that you would consider is an important, viable candidate for representing the best interests of the Haitian people?
Well, I think the real candidate of the Haitian people, they're the real candidate. They're the real engine that drives this. And whatever happens from this point on, before and after the election, they'll play a major role in the next step taken in Haiti's future.
All right, Danny, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And thank you for joining us on the Real News Network.